Hello and welcome to Opinions Plus. Does having faith change the way you think? I had a discussion with my daughter the other day and asked that question, just open ended, because we are somewhat different on what we believe. So, it was an interesting, my background is from a Christian background, and she does not believe in the Christian concept of God the Father and that type thing. But I don't really talk to one. I'm not here to convert anybody or you know specifically defend or apologize for any of the Christian denominations. That's not what I'm want to do. But I am a theist, and I believe that everybody, in some fashion or another, has faith. Faith in what? It can be faith in nothing, as many of the scientific communities do today. They believe your whole mental prowess, your whole society, everything stems from nothing. And I saw a movie the other week, guess it's been around a while, about C.S. Lewis and his life and conversion and those kind of things. It was well done. It wasn't a great, it wasn't, you didn't listen to it for its entertainment value, but it was well done. The concept, I mean, he speaks of when he was a kid, what his thoughts were, how he, his intellectual prowess, what it meant to him, how it developed. Very interesting stuff. The man was a tremendous intellect and a great communicator. I am neither of those, but I can appreciate the level of intelligence and the academic wisdom that he presented in many of his essays and his whole focus on what life is, what evil is, what morality is. Very interesting man, very interesting perspectives. But, and I've read most of what was in the movie or outlined in the movie. It wasn't anything new, but it was interesting to be portrayed as a whole, 90-minute presentation. But he was an atheist at one time. He discussed it with other people and found that there are problems in the logical perspective of what atheism is all about. He couldn't accept that. So, what was the next step? Theism. He became a theist. He knew, felt, believed, faith in that there was a level above everything we see. It wasn't just there in its own entirety. There was a plan. There was, a focus. And as he said, and he argued with some great, good minds, and they discussed these things, and he was open to their position. But the thing that really changed his mind was his mind, his ability to see that this creation, this mind, this consciousness, which we do not have an idea, clue as to what it is, determines what we think, what we believe, what we feel, what we see, how we see it. And, that's where this alternate reality stuff comes from. You believe these are facts for you. As you see it, they are the facts for you. They were the facts for him. Does everybody see it the same way? No. He got plenty of people writing, and he's debating or was debating, and he presented himself that way. But it didn't change his, when he did become a Christian, which he says, was like an epiphany type thing. But he did believe in an intelligent being, something beyond us, something above us, something creating this, and not, we don't get stuck on the fact that, well, if something created us, what created it? Like we got to know that. And how in God's green earth are we going to know that? We don't even know know, and I'm sure the underlying operative word there is no. We believe in one mystique or another, depending on who's looking at it. If you believe in the materialistic concept that everything just came out of nothing, then you believe that. It's faith. It's not proven. There's nothing proven about any of it. Even the laws of physics, are not proven. They are there. They have shown their consistency over time and experiment, and we believe that that is the underpinning, that is the way things work, so we call it a law. There's hypothesis, there's theories, there's all types of things in the materialistic element. But when you get to theology, when you get to theism, when you get to creationism, when you get to a belief in a singular God or multiple gods as pagans do, what happens? Does your logic change? Do you change? I argue no, you don't change at all. You're using the same mind, brain, and power that you have to create this belief. And and I shouldn't say create this belief in some people's minds, that's what it is, not in mine. I don't believe you're creating anything. I believe you're feeling, you're seeing, you're sensing, your soul. Do you have a soul? Big debates about that. Debates about everything. There's nothing known. So does it change your faith? Or does it change the way you think when you have a faith? I say no. You have guidelines that if you believe in an orthodox religion that you follow, but it doesn't necessarily change the way you think. You adapt. You continue to provide the avenues for your brain to work. It's really that simple. And my underlying thesis has always been, and I've said it in many, many clips, going to the good. Well, what is that? You can't define good. Oh, it's a nice thing to do. It's good for everybody. Well, what is good? I've heard one person saying, how do you describe the taste of salt? It's salty. Well, good is good. It's a quality. It's a belief. It's a part of your character, your internals, because it creates something good, something positive, something of benefit to the majority, to the many, and not it's all adhering to your appetites or your desires, which can be much, much distant from what is actually good for the rest of the world. So no, faith is only faith. It's a gift you've been given. By whom? It depends on where you believe and what you believe in. So I don't think it changes your mental ability, your logical train of thought. It just is what you've come to feel in your heart. Thanks for listening. Have a good day. Go to the good. It is the answer to our situation we have today. Thanks for listening. Bye for now.